Hey, what's up, guys? Reef Spy back again. And I wanted to give a little update on the lighting that I'm using on the 180-gallon Reef and show you a couple of things that I've tried differently, and we'll see how they work out. So if you remember, a few months back, I used to run max spec razor lighting on this tank, and I had 3 lighting fixtures, left, right, and center along the tank, and they worked pretty good. Then the opportunity came for me to upgrade. Somebody was selling their Hydra 52 lights, and I jumped at the opportunity. So that's the current lights that I'm running now. I've got 3 Hydra 52s running over my tank for about the last 5 or 6 months, and that may have been one of the best upgrades that I think I've made. The colors are great. The growth is great. So I'm really, really happy, with the lighting fixtures that I have in there now. And so let me show you a couple of things that I'm going to be trying differently with them. So I've had them running and, I'm happy with it. But recently I've upgraded my system with an Apex, which I have running here on the laptop, connected to the Fusion. And down below, I've went ahead and bought the AWM module, which is the AI wireless module. And what that does is allow me to connect my Hydra 52 lights to my Apex system and, control them via the Fusion interface, which is really cool. And, I'm able to set, different lighting profiles, with the interface here. And that'll, allow it to, set points of, what the colors will be, the intensity, all that stuff. It also allows me to set some profiles. And, I've got a few of them set here. So, for instance, right now I'm running the camera preset, which is the color mix, which I find it works best for my iPhone. So if I were to turn this off and come back over to the tank, you'll see maybe it doesn't look as nice on the iPhone camera as it just did before. It's just way too blue. So I've set up a profile, which I'll enable again, which allows me to, adjust my lighting to how I want to see it when I'm, filming these videos. So that's one of the upgrades. It's, pretty cool. Another preset that I have, so if I can turn that one off, I set one just for blues. So if I want to turn that on, all of the blues come on the tank. And if I put my gel filter, you'll be able to see everything's all nice and glowing. So again, another really cool thing that I'm able to do with this now. Let's turn that back off. Another one is the cloud effects, which I'm still working on integrating into the system. Still have, to work this out. But what I wanted to do is, at certain points of during the day, certain days of the week, have the cloud cover come in. It basically will dim the lights and simulate clouds rolling across the tank. Another pretty cool feature that I'm able to integrate. But one of the other things that I've done, and I'll show you just a second. So that's the Hydra lights. And, these things are phenomenal. They are really, really powerful, and I don't even run them at full power. I'm probably running them, I don't even know. I have them running at about 100% right now, just for the camera. But during the day, I run them about 85%, and all of the color channels aren't even turned up to that. I could go ahead and show you that later. But the one thing that I did notice, and this is common with all LEDs, is that they're quite focused underneath of the LEDs themselves, which was fine because I positioned most of my corals underneath of the lights where they needed to be. But I do have this valley down in here, which has quite a few SPS have snuck their way into my tank down here, and they're doing okay, but they're not really getting the light that they would have needed down there. So what I've done is, if you see here, I've taken 2 of those max spec razor fixtures, which I hung on to, and I've added them onto my tank here. So let me just go ahead and turn them on. And those lights will come on. And that's really going to help me illuminate these areas that we're not getting the full light with the hydras alone. So I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to run the hydras as the main lighting, and then have these razors do some supplemental lighting in between where we weren't really getting the illumination that we needed. So that's something I'm going to try here and see how it works out. I think already I could tell that there are areas in here that were shaded, and they're now getting some more light into there, which I think is going to be good for the corals in those areas. So I'm excited to see how this works out. So yeah, so there it is. And the nice thing was those razors. I mean, they're just sitting up there. Since they are such a low profile fixture, you barely even know that they're there. Really, unobtrusive. Just kind of, it looks like it's almost part of the other fixtures, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to give this a go for a few weeks, couple months, see if there's any difference. I'll keep you guys updated on what I find out. And if you have any questions, let me know. So if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.